Hello everyone, I am Ritik Penaria and we are back with another group discussion video about the topic which is development harming our nature or not. So we four people are here, we will discuss about that and I will start the discussion. So according to me, development is harming our nature. Why is it so? Because my first point is I would like to talk about dams. So whenever government construct dams and such kind of creatures, they worstly affect the natural things of that area. And second thing I would like to talk about wild animals. Definitely wild animals and birds are worstly affected whenever a private or a government body creates any factory or anything else they are doing. So it worstly affect the wild animals and birds. They have to shift here and there for their survival. So I have done with my points. If you have any question you can ask. Okay.
First of all, you spoke great. But sir, what about our country development? We have to sacrifice something. How about that?
Okay, a really good question you asked. That we need development, no doubt we need development, but just for the sake of development we can't put our natural things in danger. We have to do such plans so that we can save our nature. Just not just because of development you can't throw out the nature. Nature is the first, our should be on our first priority. This is my answer.
Okay.
You speak amazingly, but as you mentioned in your point, they have destroyed everything while making tourist place. But I don't think so, because they have planned before doing everything.
We are talking about plans. No doubt they creates plan before doing any kind of activity. But according to situation of India, I can say that they do it only just on the papers. They do it only formalities. When we see the actual ground reality, we find it completely different. If we have a good example of Delhi, Yamuna River, all the governments are fighting with each other that you should do. But ground reality we can see it's a completely different. So situation is like this, and this is a matter of worrying for us.
Hello guys, I am Pratik Venaria. So according to me, development is destroying our nature because we are developing anything for our personal life and personal care and facility and that type of things. So my first point is that because of modernization and development, many villagers and their habitats are shifted here and there for living. And my second point is that we can see many industries are throwing her waste in river and here and there without any tests and that type of things. So because of that we can face many pollution like problems, air pollution, water pollution.
I don't think so. Industrial waste are kill aquatic animal, because they treat their water before release it in somewhere, and they always treat their water before they release it to somewhere. Yeah, okay. That's all.
So you are saying that they test waste before release anywhere. So according to me, many mini and micro industries are not doing that type of things. They are doing only in paper. So we can't say that every industries are doing that. So for pollution we all are informed about that. We have to do that type of thing. We have to stop that type of things. Okay. Like to throw garbage here and there and that type of things. Okay, so
I have any. So what about our revenue? We can't earn without this type of activities. So how about that?
Sir, revenue is important. I am not denying from that. But as my friend mentioned that world is the nature is the treasure for world and India. So for our personal is for our small things, and for small things we are developing more and more. That's not good. We are destroying nature, and that type of things is not generating revenue. Okay, so that's all from my side. It's over to Jai.
Thank you. So, hello guys, I am Jay, and I am about to discuss about our topic is development destroying our nature. So, I want to say that some study shows that human development is destroying our nature at a very quick rate, but it's not completely true. For example, if government needs to make a highway, they also have to cut forest. But I know it can affect the wildlife, but why they are doing this? Because it will be easier for people to travel, and it may also reduce traffic and accidents. So it's my first point, and my second point is that development is the universal rule that can be denied. As government trying their best to conserve the nature, but we can step back. We must move forward with precautions. So that's all of my point, and if anyone have any question, you can ask me.
As you mentioned in your points, as you said that we are destroying nature for saving time and for facility. So you don't think nature is much important than more important than facility and time?
I don't think about it. I'm not saying that time and facility is more important. I'm saying that it also should be on priority. Convenience also should be on priority.
You spoke very amazingly, but I have one more question from you. Sir, in your points you discuss about rules and regulation. But what our rules and regulation will do when there will be a no nature and a worst world we can imagine we will be having? Then how can you imagine such kind of condition? Just because of development you are harming nature worstly. How can you justify that?
So government always try to conserve our nature. They always do their best to make it better. So that's it. It's all over.
Okay, so let me hop into this conversation. My name is Krishna Singh Rao, and my first point is I don't think so it's destroying our nature, because everything has two sides, negative or positive. If you are seeing this thing by negative side, definitely it is gonna be negative from your side. But there's also positive effect of development, like urban economics can be better than rural ones, and we can get better social life. And my second point is every basic human need, like school, hospital, and house, what if they are not built? I'm not saying that destroying nature is good, but in kind of like rare situation, we have to sacrifice something, and it's totally worth it. And if you do have any question, then you can ask.
My question is that you said that our sacrifice is worth because of we are getting facility and that type of things. Without oxygen and water, that type of things, how can we live?
Development is also going on, and we are still living. So I don't think so this is a good question. But most of the pollution are caused by unnecessary human activity. Like if they are distant and they can go by walk, and they are still using scooty for that, and this is kind of stupid thing, that if you are going by scooty, and this is unnecessary activities that are increasing pollution, not development. We cannot say development is increasing by development, pollution increasing by development.
Sir, in your points are really good, I have to say. But in your point you mentioned about social life. So how can you imagine a better social life without having a good and pure environment? Pure nature should be there. What do you think about that social life?
I don't think so it's completely true. If they are doing by their mean, if everything government do is doing for themselves, like not doing for ourselves, then I don't think so it's totally, but I'm not with them too. But if they are doing for development, I'm with them.
Kushal, you said that we are doing unnecessary things.
Yeah.
Because of that we are facing pollution like problems. And second, you said that government is doing for himself. What is government is doing for himself?
Many things I can explain, but there are a number of things that they are doing. We don't even know what governments are doing beside what we can say under the table. Yeah. So I'm not saying what they are doing, but there are a lot of things they are doing.
Okay, let me interrupt. As we know, this topic is very heated and it can be endless, but we have limited time, so we have to end this discussion here. So we can, as a conclusion, I can say both nature and development are equally important. So we should have some scientific plans for maintaining this kind of activity. First, sustainable development goals can be a plan, in which we can discuss about like we can save our natural things for our future generation also. And so it can be an option, and many other options our scientists and environmental specialists they are suggesting we should adopt them.